Fortnite Battle Royale is dying. Not literally shutting down tomorrow, but the mode that took over the world, the one that had us landing tilted towers at 3 a.m. and screaming for victory royales, it's just not the same anymore. Players are bored, the hype is gone, and for the first time ever, even the most loyal Fortnite fans are asking the same question. Is Battle Royale finally past its prime? Today, we're breaking down exactly why Fortnite Battle Royale is losing players, and why so many say the game just doesn't hit like it used to. Fortnite used to feel special. Every new season brought crazy excitement, map changes, new weapons, insane live events, but now, every update feels like another crossover promotion. Sure, it's cool to play as Spider-Man or Goku, but when that becomes the main selling point every season, the core mode starts to feel like background noise. Battle Royale was simple: land, loot, survive. Now, you have medallions, exotics, NPC bosses, vault keys, mythic weapons, and mobility spam. New players get overwhelmed, and veteran players miss the clean, skill-based fights from the early days. And then there's the skill gap. If you aren't building and editing like a pro, you're basically target practice. This may not be a problem for many players who started earlier, but for those who just started playing, this can seem overwhelming. The average lobby is way sweatier than it was in 2018, which pushes casual players away. Sure, zero build mode helped, but it also split the community, leaving regular Battle Royale with fewer casuals and even sweatier matches. Even with map changes, Battle Royale can feel repetitive. You land, loot, rotate, fight, repeat. After hundreds or thousands of matches, the magic wears off. Even big seasonal updates often just feel like slightly tweaked versions of what we already had. And here's the biggest red flag. Epic Games themselves don't seem to be prioritizing Battle Royale anymore. Most updates now focus on LEGO Fortnite, Blitz, Reload, Creative 2.0. And while those are fun, it makes Battle Royale feel like just one mode among many, not the star of the show. Another frustration? Balance. Some seasons are amazing, others are completely broken. Overpowered mythics, mobility spam, unbalanced weapons. These things can ruin matches. For example, just look at the Wrecker Revolver at the start of the season. Sure, it was fun, but it wasn't balanced to the correct degree. Fortnite has always had RNG, but now it feels worse than ever. Sometimes your entire game is decided by whether you find the right loot first, and that's frustrating for competitive and casual players alike. And then there's the Battle Pass grind. At first, unlocking skins felt fun and rewarding, but after years of doing it, a lot of players are simply burned out. When every season feels like another 100-level chore, people stop caring about grinding XP and stop logging in as much. Players' attention is beginning to shift to other genres. Extraction shooters, survival sandboxes, and even cozy games are pulling people away from battle royales. Fortnite used to be the fresh new thing. Now, it's just the familiar thing, and gamers are chasing the next big experience. And to top it off, the culture around Fortnite just isn't the same. Back in Chapter 1, you had to be there live for events. It felt like a worldwide moment. Now, most people just watch the highlights on TikTok or YouTube. That shared magic, the thing that made Fortnite feel like more than a game, is fading. Even live events aren't hitting like they used to. The rocket launch, Marshmello concert, or Travis Scott event used to feel legendary. Now, massive events happen constantly, sometimes too often, and the hype just doesn't build the same way. Players scroll past, watch clips later, and miss that wow moment that made Fortnite feel magical. Battle Royale has almost no story or narrative to tie matches together anymore. You drop in, fight, and leave. Again and again, since they pretty much gave up on the story after Chapter 3. Contrast that with games like Apex or Warzone, which try to give context to matches with lore, challenges, or seasonal storylines. Fortnite has chapters, but the core Battle Royale experience often ignores them. When players don't feel a connection to the world, the game feels shallow, and shallow games struggle to hold attention. Epic seems to think bigger is always better when it comes to live events. But this constant push to host massive concerts, movie tie-ins, and collaborations creates pressure on players rather than excitement. Instead of feeling magical, events feel like something you have to experience or risk missing out. When players start logging in just to check a box instead of enjoying the moment, the thrill fades, and slowly, so does engagement. Fortnite's rewards have become more about flash than substance. Skins, pickaxes, and emotes look cool, but they don't actually make the gameplay more engaging. In the early days, winning a victory royale or mastering building felt like a real accomplishment. Now, it feels like the only reward is cosmetic, something you can buy anyway. When progress feels meaningless, players stop investing time into the game, and logging in starts to feel like a chore. Finally, Fortnite's competitive scene used to inspire casual players, but now it feels exclusive and intimidating. Tournaments favor players who practice constantly and have elite skills. For the average player, keeping up feels impossible. This focus on high-level competition has alienated casual fans, slowly driving them away from Battle Royale. So, is Fortnite Battle Royale dying? Not completely, but it's definitely not the unstoppable force it used to be. The golden age might be over, but that doesn't mean Fortnite can't make a comeback. What do you think? Can Epic save Battle Royale, or is it time to let it go and focus on Fortnite's other modes? Let me know in the comments.